So last week we finished our writing illustrations, right? We drew this beautiful illustration of everything we have learned, how to make labels, how to add color, how to add detail. Oh, we learned so much last unit. Now we're in a different unit and we're gonna add more stuff to our writing, okay? So I'm super, super proud. You guys worked so hard this whole unit, adding lots of detail and colors and illustrations. I'm super, super happy and proud of how hard you guys have worked, okay? Now, the next step now we're gonna learn is something that I think you are ready, because I see that when I look at your writing that you had a lot of details. Some of you are adding words, already adding words, and there's lots of labelings. So I really think you guys are ready for the next thing that books on the shelf need. So I'm gonna call on somebody, and you guys didn't tell me what you think, what's the other thing we need. Okay, so remember in books, I want you to look in books. So I'm gonna show you a book, okay? And I want you to see this book, okay? And tell me, what do you see, right? We see lots of beautiful, beautiful pictures, right? Beautiful pictures in this book. There's one more thing, right? We were great illustrators by drawing lots of pictures in our stories. But what's one more thing we need in the book so that way they could be on the shelf, just like those books that we see in the library? What's one more thing that we need to do? I'm gonna ask.
Teacher, can you pin yourself? You're still just a small frame.
Am I? I did pin. It looks like I am pinned. All right. So in this book, it has lots of pictures, but it also has one more thing that books need. So I'm going to ask Emilio, see if Emilio knows what's one more thing that we need in our books. We did a lot of illustrations and pictures. What else do we need, Emilio?
Labels.
Oh, yes, we did lots of labels, but what else do you see in this beautiful book? Besides these beautiful labels and pictures that we did and worked so hard on.
Detail.
There's lots of detail, yes. But what else do you see? Look at it real close. Look at each page has what? What are these? What are all these? They're words, right? They're words. And who puts words in the books?
Illustrators.
Oh, illustrators do the drawing. Remember, we said that was an important part. Illustrators do the drawings, but who writes the words? Do you remember?
No.
Authors. Remember authors? Authors write the words in the stories, okay? So,
Oh.
yeah. And what does an author do? What does an author do?
Write words.
Write words, right? In the story. Thank you very much, Emilio. So I'm going to pause it for a minute. Okay, so we learned how to be great illustrators by drawing lots of pictures in detail to our pictures, because that's what illustrators do. Now, the next step is to be an amazing author, which I think you guys are already becoming, because I see lots of labels and lots of words in your stories. So the person that writes words in the book is the author. They write the words in the book. So that's what I think you guys are ready for. You guys are ready to be authors, okay? Writing words, right? You guys are labeling. I'm just super proud of you guys. So now I'm going to show you 4 ways to write, okay? 4 ways to write. Okay, so here they are. First one, so I'm going to point at it so you can see. The first one is illustrations. That's what we worked so hard on this last unit. We did lots of illustrations, lots of drawings, lots of detail to our illustrations. So that way we can make sure that it had a lot of detail for when readers were looking at our pictures. So lots of illustrations. That's our pictures in our stories. Okay. Then the next thing that we worked so hard that it's another way to write is adding lots of labels. Lots of labels, right? we've already done this. We've already been becoming good authors by writing labels in our stories. And remember, we want you to now focus on either writing the beginning sound, but a lot of you, when we had your parent-teacher conferences, remember, I want you to stretch your words out. I want you to write all the sounds you hear in that word, okay? You guys are smart, and I know that you can do it, okay? Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just please stretch out your words and write every sound you hear in that word, okay? So labels, we've done that already. Now, here we go. That's the next step I'm talking about. That's another way to write in your stories as authors, is to write words like cat. That's the whole word, right? Labels, we only wrote what we heard, the beginning sound. Now you want to write the whole word. Like I said, stretch out those sounds in the word and write every sound you hear, okay? We are now authors, and we are becoming authors to be better, and we're going to use words, okay? And then eventually we are going to write sentences. Yes, sentences, right? So illustrations, labels, words, and sentences. These are the 4 ways to write in your stories, okay? So I'm going to show you real quick and model for you what a story looks like with 4 ways to write. I'm going to make sure to include illustrations, labels, words, and sentences, okay? So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you. So let me move out of this. And I'm going to write a story about, I'm going to show you the 4 things how to write a story. I'm going to draw a story about when my family loves to go to the park. So I'm going to write a happy story. I'm going to write about when me and my family go to the park and all the fun things that we love to do, okay? So, and I'm going to do my illustrations super fast because I am a professional at this already. And I know you guys are professionals because you have been working so hard and doing really good on your illustrations. So you guys are now going to make your drawing super, super fast, okay? Here we go. I'm going to draw my illustration of my family going to the park, because that's what we love to do. We love going to the park because it is so much fun on beautiful sunny days. We love to go to the park. We love to enjoy the wonderful weather. And I usually take my kids with me. They love going to the park. We love going to the park. Here we go. Look at all my detail I'm doing. I'm doing it super fast because I already know what to include in my illustration. We've been working really hard on that, and I already know. So then what do I see? I see the swings in the background, monkey bars, and then the slide. Let me back up so you can see my slide. You gotta see my slide. See how fast I'm drawing it? Because I already know what to include in my illustration. I'll back up a little bit so you guys can see really good. And lower my camera. There we go. Look at all the fun things I get to see. Oh, and I know that you guys were talking about this last time, right? All right, so now I'm going to add color. That's the next step, right? When we do our stories, we already learned how to do this because we are amazing illustrators. Look at that. Look how fast my picture's coming to life. Look at that. There we go. Now I'm going to add detail to my family. Okay, I'm going to put some color and clothes on them. Yep, because we are outside and having a good time. I love doing this really super fast. Here I am. Okay. Now I'm going to color my slide. My slide is super cool looking. It is red. Love going down the slide. It's so much fun. My sun is yellow. My sun is yellow. And I'm going to make the background blue because the sky is blue. My clouds are white. Right? Then I'm going to trees some color. Okay, look at, I'm staying within the lines, not too bad, right? I'm still making sure I do a good job, even though I'm doing it super fast. I'm still doing a really good job. Okay, making sure I'm staying within the lines, add lots of detail, add lots of color. So that's what I am doing, okay? And that's what I want to see you guys doing in your stories. Okay, there's my family in the park enjoying ourselves. It's such a beautiful day. Lots of grass everywhere where we can run and play. This day we didn't take Zoe. We wanted to enjoy ourselves at the park. Okay, so we decided to have Zoe stay at home with her dad. Only me and the kids went. And you know, on that day it was so much fun because you know why? Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. This is why. We all went to the park and bought some ice cream. Ah, we love going to the park and enjoying some nice, delicious ice cream. Look at that. That's my story. We went to the park this last Saturday and we got some ice cream, our favorite ice cream, and we went outside and enjoyed the beautiful weather because it was so pretty outside. It was nice and bright and colorful. There was just birds singing. Oh, I better put a bird because I heard birds singing everywhere. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. And that's what I did. Now, I know that I put lots of illustration and color and detail into my story, but there's one thing that I need to put. I need to put labels, right? So this is a slide. So I'm going to write all the sounds I hear in that word. Slide. Okay, slide. All the sounds. How about this one? Tree. Okay, all the sounds that I hear. How about this? This is the sun. How about this one right here? I can label that. I know that's a cloud. Okay, cloud. All right, so I got labels, I got illustration, lots of detail, I got lots of color. Now I can start writing words, right? I can start writing words. So I'm going to go ahead and down here, I'm going to write my sentences. See if you guys can see that. Okay. And I'm going to write my sentence. I see the park. Because that's what I see in my picture. I see the park. Okay, so I'm going to always start with a capital letter. So I'm going to write I'm going to make a space in between my words because words have space. So that way people, when they read it, they know that that's a word. And I'm going to use my finger so that way as my spacer. I see. That's what I see with my eyes. I see that's a sight word. I see what do I see? Park. I see the park. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a period at the end because that means that I'm done with my sentence. Okay, I see the park. There's my sentences. So I have 4 things on here. I have illustration, which is my drawing. Okay, that's one of the ways that you can be an author. And then I have labels in my story. Okay, lots of labels, right? So that's another way I can be an author. Then I also have, right, I sounded out my words, labels, right? And then I also can write complete words, you know. If I know how to write the whole word, like cloud and sun, some of them have labels of what I hear and others have words. And then I also can include the last thing, the 4th thing that you can have as a writer to become a great author is lots of sentences. I see the park. And there is my story. My story. I see the park. Okay. Now, boys and girls, it's your turn to write a story and use the 4 ways to write as an author, okay? I'm going to show you again. Here they are. There are 4 ways to write: illustrations, all our drawings, labels, words, and sentences. So I'm going to give everybody 10 minutes to write. So take out your orange books, your notebooks, your writing books, and begin writing your story, okay? And then we'll all share at the very end our beautiful stories. So everybody should be writing their stories.